Jordan, Matt used the phrase light years to describe where you are compared to a year ago. Do you feel that way too, and if so, why?
Yeah, I mean, I feel definitely a lot better than I have in the past 2 years. I just feel, more confident, more comfortable back there. It's my third year in the offense, second year getting, game reps, so I definitely just feel a lot more comfortable. And I think it just comes with getting those reps and, getting those plays and just get more confidence in myself and everybody around me and in the offense.
Oh, go ahead. What's the biggest thing you learned from Tom Clements since he's been here?
I think just sticking to the rules of the quarterback room of how we play plays, just sticking to the our keys, our reads, our footwork, and trying to just stay locked into the details of every play, and trying to treat every play as its own play. That's, I think, since Tom's been here, that's been the focus, just sticking to those details, and I think it's been helping a lot.
Sure, if I can follow up, I'm sure every coach obviously wants that to be done. How does he accomplish that, though? Is there some trick he has, some way that he does it that just brings that out in you? Because obviously it must make a difference.
I mean, I think he's just really honest with us, and when we do get out of focusing on those details, maybe the footwork's off, maybe the read was off. He's just hey, this is what you got to do. Let's get back to that. And he's just honest with us, and he can't even think of the word, but he holds us accountable for what we need to do as a quarterback.
Aaron said this week that the next step for you is being able to tuck and make something happen with your legs when there's nothing there. Very first play tonight, there's nothing there. You get 11 yards right up the middle. How much of a progression has that been for you to be more comfortable doing that, and what do you see on that play?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a huge part of my game that I just got to keep, getting more comfortable doing, being able to find those running lanes. And like you said, when the play breaks down, when maybe my first or second reason out there, just being able to get up and, make a play with my legs. And on that first play, they brought a pressure and they ended up peeling with the back. And, my first two reads weren't there, and I just felt a hole kind of open up in the middle, and I just took off, and it worked out for 11 yards. But, yeah, I think just continuing to get more comfortable doing that, finding those rushing lanes, and it'll help me out.
Jordan, coach described as much more decisive. He sees you as a much more decisive player. How important is that, kind of going back to he used to ask you to let it rip? How about in your position? How important is it to be decisive?
Yeah, it's very important. And I think for me, I've gotten more comfortable being decisive and, being able to let it rip and not kind of waiting and being hesitant for a play to, open up, and just, I think it just comes down to being comfortable with the offense, understanding where the receiver's going to be, what, plays are good for certain coverages, and yeah, just continue to be decisive. But I think I've definitely been taking some steps in that direction.
Sorry. That 11-yard run was great, but it was 40 yards shorter than Danny's. What did you think of his run, and what's the dynamic with him and you and Aaron in that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a great read by him, just zone read. They collapsed, and I think he finished it off really well. We needed a boost right there, and I think that's what he brought. And it was a great play for him. But yeah, I mean, I think it's been great having Danny in the room with us. All of us, I think, have a good bond so far, and we're just trying to keep building that. But Danny had a good run on that one.
You want to break one off for 61 next week?
I mean, we all hope we could. That's what I'm trying to do, but sometimes it doesn't work out like that.
What do you think your best throw was tonight? Marveled at the one that Samari couldn't pull in. For you, what did you like? What was
I think for me, the one to Romeo on the sideline in the first quarter, it was one of those ones I had pressure in my face, and I kind of just trusted where he was going to be. Last second, I saw the DB kind of falling off, and got kind of nervous about that right as I let the ball go, and I couldn't even see what happened. I just heard the crowd going crazy, and I knew he made a good play over there. So,
John, were you going into the wind, going to the north end zone? Was there a pretty strong wind you were thrown into?
I didn't really feel it as much, the wind going in the end zone. I think the only time I kind of got affected throwing was when it started raining, and the ball started getting wet, and the wind started picking up there. But other than that, I didn't really notice it.
Deep ball, I think, to the corner to Romeo, just kind of, he went up like that, and he went like that. Did that kind of blow at the last second? Or, I mean, did you feel like that was good?
Which one was that?
It was early, and you were
First
going
drive.
down the north end zone, and you had dubs on a corner route, or maybe it was a.
The first drive?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Remember, it was up like that, did that tail on you, or?
I don't know if the wind affected that one. I kind of just threw it up. He was trying to adjust to the ball in the air, and yeah, I'm not sure if the wind got it or not. I might have just thrown it a little bit too much outside, but it was one of those 50-50 balls that try and give him a chance on it, and we didn't make a play on it.
Was the ball supposed to be inside on that? Because it dubs turn inside.
He turned like outside over his shoulder to adjust to it, but no, it was a inside fade from number 2, so he's just trying to win and it's trying to be over the top like that. But I think the way he thought the ball was coming, he thought it'd be better to adjust, turning out. But yeah.
Jordan, you've had obviously a couple of incredible plays with Romeo so far, but a couple you've got just to air off on. How would you define your connection with him so far, and what's the next step in that progression?
I think we've had a really good connection. I think since he got here in OTAs, he's been a guy that's just been making plays out there. It's easy to want to throw him the ball and get it up to him, and even when it's kind of a 50-50 ball, he's going to go up there and make a play on it like he did on the fade in the end zone right there. But yeah, I think obviously we have a new connection. It's only in the first year throwing with him and with Aaron as well throwing to him. But I think he's been making a lot of really good plays, and I'm excited to see what he does this season. So.
Jordan, you obviously, and you still are a young player in this league, so you know what ups and downs are like, right? You're also in the room with Aaron, so you know how demanding he is. How do you think Romeo's kind of handled that? And do you have any, as you've gotten to know him, do you have any words of wisdom for him to maybe help him? Because he has had some great moments, and then obviously he's had some tough ones.
Yeah, I think it comes with it, especially, being a rookie. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to have ups and downs, but I think Romeo, he's really hard on himself. When he doesn't make a play, he knows what he needs to do, and he takes it out on himself. So I think it's easy for him to, be there with Aaron and understand what Aaron's trying to get out of him. But yeah, I think, like you said, it's ups and downs. It's not a perfect game ever, but I think he's been doing, like I said, a really good job so far.